Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Around the Yard. I'm Megan Dunn.
And I'm Mark Hartzell.
To get started, let's take a look at what's been happening around campus.
CFC sponsored a conversation this past Friday, December 4th, at Emmanuel AME Church. The conversation talked about gun violence in South Carolina and our nation.
The CNN campaign camper stopped by campus last Monday to film students asking questions for the next GOP debate. The campaign camper travels around the country sparking conversation about the upcoming election. The next GOP debate will be December 15th in Nevada.
Last Monday, Senator Marco Rubio came to campus to pay students and locals a visit. Here's Katie Kafez with the story.
With the primaries quickly approaching, many candidates have felt the pressure to receive the nomination from their party. One of the strategies these candidates look to do is visit key states and cities across the nation. Senator Marco Rubio was one of these candidates to stick to this plan when he visited the College of Charleston campus last Tuesday. One way a candidate can gain support is through visits and interacting with voters. This was the strategy Senator Rubio had when he chose to briefly explain his policies, but then focus on questions audience members had.
I would like to see marijuana legalized.
While Rubio may not have agreed with some statements made by audience members, he looked to emphasize points on the current state of the government.
I mean, there is no sense of urgency whatsoever in the federal government, in either political party, about addressing these challenges that we now face.
The event was hosted and put on by the college's Bully Pulpit series, a nonpartisan organization that looks to facilitate conversations about politics and bring in important political figures. Until a final nomination has been announced, candidates will continue aggressive campaign efforts. This is Katie Kafez with CisternYard.
Well, the last SGA Senate meeting of the year ended on a high note. Representatives supported changes in the CFC application allowing transgender applicants to identify their gender and sex. Kevin Odell has the full story.
Introducing a potentially controversial bill requires a well-researched and thought-out approach. Sponsors of Bill FR 06-2015 learned this after facing concerns that asking for more than binary genders may be illegal.
We've talked to other legal entities. We've actually consulted the Office of IPEDS itself, and we found that it's not illegal, that each college actually has the ability to define how they want to report their gender.
IPEDS, or the Integrated Post-Secondary Education Data System, receives yearly reports from colleges, including gender statistics. With applicants only able to select male, female, or choose not to answer, the college faces a predicament when reporting to IPEDS.
So because of the fact that the school has no way to identify how many students that identify as transgender go to this school, even though they're there, there's really no way for the school to know the necessity of certain programs and support groups.
You have to recognize them as a community, and if they're on the if they're going on the application and they don't see anything that recognizes them as a community, they're expected to just make up some idea of what they want to put for gender.
To illustrate the necessity of this change, the sponsors connected with the CFC Gay Straight Alliance to find students the issue affects.
I always think, if there's anyone that's going to be representing this community, it better be me because I know what I'm talking about, and I'll do anything it takes because I know how hard it is, and anything like this is a win.
We hope that this is just a stepping stone into other further legislation that the college could enact.
For CisternYard Video, I'm Kevin Odell.
The bill will go into effect once Student Body President Zach Sturman signs it.
Cougar Countdown, a yearly program to help support students during finals week, starts December 8th. Activities include a moonlight breakfast at Liberty Fresh Food, as well as yoga and Pets for Less stress at Rivers Green.
At this time of year, students are more than ready to get finals out of the way and head home for the holidays. Here's Tracy Webster with this week's Campus Buzz.
Hey, this is Tracy Webster with Campus Buzz. Today we'll be finding out what students will be doing around the holidays. What's your name?
Katie.
Michael.
Ron Taylor.
I'm Kaylee Coates.
Anthony Cicia.
What are your winter plans?
Well, I'm going to go for Christmas, but most importantly, December 28th, I will be following Kobe to Charlotte for his aspect of farewell tour.
Not a lot. We just hang out at home. It snows a lot there, so tend to get snowed in.
What are your traditions that you do around Christmas?
On
On the 24th, my mom always gives us a present. We always act surprised, but we know it's going to be pajamas. So she tries to act like she's not going to do it, and then at the last minute, we always open up pajamas before Christmas. And then we come down, usually have breakfast that morning, and then open presents as a family.
We usually on Christmas Day have a shooting competition. My dad was in the Marine Corps, and my whole family hunts, so we shoot shotguns and AR-15s. And
we actually celebrate Hanukkah, so that's our tradition.
What are you asking for this year?
An iPad mini.
A trip to Colorado.
What am I asking for? Just money. I like to buy my own things.
I'm Tracy Webster with Campus Buzz. That's all we have for you today, but have a great break.
That's all we have for this episode of Around the Yard.
Be sure to leave your comments in the section below, and be sure to subscribe to CisternYard Video to stay updated on everything going on around campus. Until next time for Around the Yard, I'm Megan Dunn.
And I'm Mark Hartzell.